This news update is brought to you by
Grab somebody and tell them hello. Your happiness will be connect to flow. Smile and cheer because that is we flow. Grab somebody and tell them hello. With your hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. This is how we flow, yeah. Grab somebody and tell them this is how we flow.
This is the Barbados Today afternoon news update for Wednesday, December 2nd. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary-Claire Williams. We begin with news that Ansa McAl has upped its offer to BHL shareholders to $7.20 as the bidding war continues for full control of the local brewery company. The offer, announced this morning, comes one day after Ansa's rivals Ambev increased its own offer to $7.10. In a statement today, President and CEO of Ansa McAl Barbados, Nicholas Moutet, says the company was pleased to the response of the previous offer of $7, and they are now looking forward to a similar response. He added that his company is looking forward to winning the bid for BHL, and they are confident that with their understanding of the market for Caribbean beer and their distribution networks, they can take BHL to higher levels of profitability as a premium brand in the Ansa McAl brewery portfolio. In other news, another teenage girl is missing, and police say they need the public's help in locating her. 16-year-old Esther Drakes of Maynards, St. Peter, left home yesterday between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m., and she has not returned or been heard from since. She is dark brown, 5 feet 2 inches tall, and slim. She has curly black hair, which is bleached at the ends, and has a protruding forehead with a mole in the middle. She wears a tattoo of 10 birds on her left breast. Esther has scars on both wrists and is known to frequent Bourne's Village, St. George, Boscobel, and Spikestown. Anyone with information pertaining to her whereabouts is asked to contact the nearest police station or the police emergency number 211. Acting Attorney General Michael Lashley is recommending that gun offenders wait at least 100 days before they are considered for bail. As part of a new and tougher approach to rising firearms-related crime, Lashley, a criminal defense attorney, wants government to consider going the same route as Trinidad and Tobago in terms of beefing up its firearms legislation.
I'm concerned, also in my capacity as acting attorney general, concerned really with the crime that they're having in this state. Certainly we have to, what we substantive attorney general this morning, so when he comes back we will have a discussion on it. But of course, I have a concern. I certainly believe that we need to deal with this firearm problem, confront it, and really deal with it frontally. That is my view. My personal view, that Trinidad is my personal view. Trinidad has passed the Firearms Act, and their Firearms Act speaks to over 100 days on remand before you could apply for bail. Once you have found with a firearm or actually committed any offense with a firearm.
Lashley's recommendations come on the heels of the latest shooting death in St. Philip on Monday. The Barbados Consul General to New York says the diaspora is concerned about the deportation of criminals to the island. Speaking with Barbados Today at her home in the U.S. recently, Dr. Donna Hunt Cox explained that nationals are worried that adequate facilities have not been put in place for these people to be reintegrated into society.
The concern also has been what kind of mechanisms are put in place in the home countries to identify these people and to put them in some kind of rehabilitation program. That there should be something that they're coming home to a program where the government understands that these are the people that we have to deal with, but also to try to help them in terms of their skill set, to try to help them go back into society and away from the life of crime. So that has been the concern.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
It was days before Christmas. I had so much to do. Shopping, more shopping, and I was feeling blue. There's a mother, father, a wifey, and friend. Lots of things to buy, but There was no money to spend. I found the answer. The BT shopping spree. 15,000 in goodies. Free, free, free. It's easy to enter. Nothing hard to do. Follow my instructions and a winner can be you. Visit facebook.com/Barbados today. Do it quickly and fill out your form to enter this spree. Look, I'm shopping at the Cost You Less Mega Store. Come down, fill your trolleys with goodies and more. And like me, you too can say, ho, ho, ho.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In news from the region, the Organization of American States is sending a team to observe the upcoming general election in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The OAS says the decision follows an agreement signed with Kingstown on Monday, and it will be the 14th to be deployed this year in the hemisphere. OAS Secretary General Luis Almagro says the mission will focus on issues of electoral organization and gender equality, respect for conditions of equality, and transparency in the electoral competition. It will be led by the Chief of Staff of the Secretary General, Ambassador Jacinth Henry Martin. Political observers say the December 9th poll will be a close race between the incumbent Unity Labour Party and the opposition New Democratic Party. In Cuba, officials are putting measures in place to prevent a brain drain in the health sector. The country reinstated restrictions on doctors leaving the island to work in the United States and other countries. Doctors will now have to apply for a special permit before going abroad. Authorities in Havana say health services have been seriously affected by the large number of doctors who have migrated since controls were eased in 2013. And finally, the UK's Prime Minister David Cameron has been making the case for airstrikes against ISIS in Syria. He made it clear in Parliament that the aim is to keep the British people safe from terror attacks. But he's facing calls to apologize for reportedly saying that opponents of action were terrorist sympathizers. The Labour leader, Jeremy Corbyn, says the comment demeans the office of Prime Minister.
The whole House recognises that decisions to send British forces to war are the most serious, solemn and morally challenging of any that we have to take as members of Parliament. The motion brought before the House today by the Government authorising military action in Syria against ISIL faces us with exactly that decision. It's one with potentially far-reaching consequences for us all, here in Britain, as well as the people of Syria and the wider Middle East. For all members, taking a decision that will put British servicemen and women in harm's way and almost inevitably lead to the deaths of innocents is a heavy responsibility. It must be treated with the utmost seriousness and respect given to those who make a different judgment about the right course of action to take, which is why the Prime Minister's attempt to brand those who plan to vote against the government as terrorist sympathisers both demeans the office of the Prime Minister and, I believe, undermines the seriousness of the deliberations we're having today.
But Cameron has refused to apologise, saying there was honour in voting for or against military action.
In moving this motion, I'm not pretending that the answers are simple. The situation in Syria is incredibly complex. I am not overstating the contribution that our incredible servicemen and women can make. Neither am I ignoring the risks of military action, nor am I pretending that military action is any more than one part of the answer. I'm absolutely clear that we must pursue a comprehensive strategy that also includes political, diplomatic and humanitarian action. And I know that the long-term solution in Syria, as in Iraq, must ultimately be a government that represents all of its people. and one that can work with us to defeat the evil organisation of ISIL for good.
And that's the afternoon news. There's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. Remember, you can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune into Channel 101 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news. I am Mary Claire Williams. Good afternoon.